Hey buddy, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, I'm checking out the mid-season sneak peek for Disney Plus's Loki. They released a couple hours ago today. Now, we are literally halfway through the series. It's kind of crazy at this point because it's only 6 episodes. Kind of wish there was more, but it is what it is. But we've already been through the first 3 episodes. And in case you guys haven't seen my reactions to those first 3 episodes, link in the description will take you directly to the playlist for my reactions for Loki, or somewhere on the video here, the cards will also be a link as well to the playlist to check out those episodes. And I've really enjoyed the show so far. Now, some people criticized the last episode, episode 3, saying it was kind of filler. Personally, for me, it was still interesting because there was still some character development between Loki and Sylvie, of course, who we've been talking about. Is she Lady Loki? And now things seems like it's not. Maybe she's going to be a version of Enchantress. I don't know for sure. But, I mean, it's interesting to think about all these different things. You know, the show is trying to introduce about the variants, the TVA, all that kind of stuff, and the big reveal of the TVA in episode 3. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. So, here we go, guys. We have a almost 2-minute-long mid-season sneak peek for Loki. Let's get into it now, guys, and see what they show us. And I'm excited to get into it, and I'm excited for the 4th episode of Loki in a few days from now. So, here we go. Here we go.
We have a saying in Asgard. Where there are wolf's ears, wolf's teeth are near. It's a trap. He's lying. Just playing games. Pardon me for a sec, Loki. My ears are sharp, too.
Sharp.
Here's the deal. Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen. We haven't been able to find them. So let's bring in an expert. That's me. The criminal could be anywhere.
But I'm wondering why they brought him as an expert for someone who isn't apparently a version of him.
Anything we do can impact the course of history. You get that? Loki! Loki! Right on here!
The timekeepers are monitoring every aspect of this case.
I'm interested about the timekeepers.
Trusting this
think
man
that was
is not
new.
a good idea.
No one bad is ever truly bad. And no one good is ever truly good.
This isn't about you.
Right.
It's more than just you, Loki.
Loki, wait!
Every Loki. Oh. Okay.
I believe, stupidly, you can be whatever you want to be. Even someone good. By the way, I should have an equal amount of security. This is insulting. You just can't help yourself.
Okay. What I like about it, and I have a little bit of a critique to it, I like the fact that this trailer was built upon the idea of talking about information you would already know up to this point, showing old footage, but then incorporating some new footage in the mix to kind of mix it in so that you watch the whole thing and you go, oh, okay, well, I got some new stuff. My critique is that there wasn't a lot of new stuff here, but I think it's supposed to be that way because Marvel is not known, for the most part, to drop major spoilers in trailers unless it's really not a spoiler when you go see the actual product itself, you know? Most recently, the most recent Shang-Chi trailer, which was the official trailer that released a couple days ago, at the end of it, it shows Abomination. Looks like he's fighting Wong. Well, is that a spoiler, per se, compared to what else is in the film? Who knows? But people are excited for it, and they're talking about it. But maybe it's not really a big spoiler. But I don't know. I feel like Loki is going to have some huge ramifications. And I think they've already said, at least Kevin Feige, I think he has said something about where Loki's going to have the most impact in the MCU out of all the shows so far, which, of course, was WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. Now, that it is now Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but you get my point. So, I don't know. But interesting talking about, like, all Lokis will have their time. Every Loki. Yes. Every Loki. And it seems like we see a young Loki. This is like a young female Loki. Or maybe this is Sylvie? I don't know. I'm not sure on this. But I'm really curious about what they're going to do with this. With the rest of the show. Because we only have 3 episodes left. you know? And so far, they've done a pretty interesting job on establishing the TVA and then dropping in the last episode. Spoilers, by the way. If you're watching this, I think you're watching the show up to this point, but just in case. Spoilers for episode 3, the most recent one last week. Sylvie admitted the TVA is ran by all these variants. These are not the actual people themselves. These are variants of people that are running the TVA. So the variants who are running and like keeping everything up with the TVA for the timekeepers are stopping other variants from messing with the timeline, yet they were taken out of the timeline and placed in the TVA to then control time and to make sure that nothing is going crazy and stopping other variants, and they are variants themselves, and if they all found out they were all variants, that'd be a huge clusterfuck that would not end well, I don't think. So yeah, this is definitely, I think, an interesting sneak peek for sure. I mean, it gives us some new stuff, some interesting shots of, oh, what does that mean, or what does that mean? But I think it's meant for you to just go into the show and just, because like essentially they want to promote and highlight, hey, in case you're unaware, Loki's airing right now, so catch up if you've not been watching. So they drop this for people that potentially who've not watched the first 3 episodes of Loki to watch it and go, oh, okay, and then they jump in and then they're all caught up. So we'll see. And one last point I do want to make too. So people were talking about this as well after episode 3, where Sylvie was talking about these variants and everything of the TVA. Well, the thinking is Marvel, for the MCU, are they going to start introducing new characters that are going to be potentially popular characters or important characters in the storylines moving forward, and they're variants. They're not actually the actual characters, they're variants of said characters. So could this be a way to bring back actors who have now since moved on from Marvel to come back and play a variant of their character? Possibly. Or the idea is that it's a brand new character that's a variant. And now we're going to start seeing variants in the MCU because of because the TVA seems like a gigantic turn in terms of storytelling for the MCU, because this changes a lot of things, changes a lot of perspectives on things in terms of the MCU. So I think variants are going to start coming into play within the MCU. So what did you guys think of the mid-season sneak peek for this, for Loki? What do you think ultimately about the show itself? What do you think about the first 3 episodes? And what do you think is going to happen in the last 3 episodes? How do you think the ending of the show is going to affect the rest of the MCU moving forward, and the TVA and the variants, everything? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. I'm curious to know your thoughts. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.